Richard Marshall, thanks very much for talking to us. You comfy?
Yeah.
Richard, obviously defeat against Hull KR last weekend, but one of the most positive performances from the 4 qualifiers games so far.
Well, it was for 40 minutes. The first 40, we didn't do what we said we were going to do. We did a few things awry defensively. But second half was outstanding. I thought we were really good. I thought the players spoke about after the game that it was like our spirit, was there, and the stuff that got us into the top 4 was prevalent in that second half. Our desire and attitude was brilliant. Our skill level was as well. We only didn't complete 1 set in the whole of the half, which was outstanding for us. We kept putting blocks of 4 sets together. 5 actually, even a couple of times, and when you're going back to back, completing 5 sets in a row, it was really good from that point of view.
Was it nice to put that amount of points on the board, considering that we haven't scored that many tries, probably all together so far in the previous 3 matches? Yeah,
we just took our opportunities. We didn't do anything differently. We supported the ball carrier real well. I thought Will Sharp helped us, sparked up our offence and got us going on the front foot, so that was important and good. James Saltonstall was on the end, found himself on one side of the field, found himself on the other. We had 2 different goal kickers who could kick goals, which was good and added to our point, where they had a couple. They went through a couple of goal kickers as well, and they weren't as successful as ours. So lots of positives in that area. And I thought we defensively, we were good. We bust. There was a couple of unfortunate accidents for their players. That Quinlan just went down when we watched it afterwards, without anybody near him. But I thought, it was a bruising encounter. Adam Tangata's face was blown up. He put his head in the wrong place loads of times, and where it hurts. Scott Morrell played with, it was a desiccated thumb, we found out. So, our endeavour and courage. Brilliant.
Something we didn't talk about after the game was Connor Davis made his league debut for Halifax. Good moment for him, and more than held his own, didn't he, during the game?
Yeah, he did. He's talented. The thing with Connor and his brother Curtis is they're the last ones off the training field, and they do everything that they need to do and a little bit more. And to his credit, he's probably been ready for the last few weeks. He was probably ready to play in the league season, really. But it wasn't a risk to play him, because we played him this week and it worked out. It was just that the timing wasn't quite right. But as Chester Butler around this time last year took his opportunity, I expect Connor to do the same, and I'm hopeful, if he does anything like Chester, he's played 20 games now this year, we'll have unearthed another talent, which is down to our reserve grade and the people who support that composition and our team.
It's quite a show of confidence as well to play a reserve grade player in a match against Super League opposition as well, isn't it? It must do wonders for his confidence in the other reserve players.
Yeah, we had Liam Cooper in there, who's played League One all year. Sean Jones, not played for a while. I don't think he's not played in the middle eights. So yeah, it was. We missed obviously Simon Griggs and Ed Barber and Steve Tyler, some experienced players, and we threw these young kids in, and I thought they did really well. They're really proud and pleased about their inclusion, but also I want to keep them in the team. They want to keep themselves in the team. I think that's important as well. Our model here is about development and developing our own players. Well, we're really successful at it, and long may that continue. So yeah, and I'm hopeful that we'll see Curtis as well at some point before the end of I know we've only got a couple of games left, but it'd be nice to get in, make his debut against Leeds maybe the following week. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Widnes this weekend on Saturday, live in front of the Sky Sports cameras. Obviously 2 teams without a win yet in the qualifiers, sort of massive in terms of their survival. Do you feel that puts a fair bit of pressure on them going into this weekend?
Yeah, there's pressure on Widnes. There has been since they played London in round 1. There's lots of pressure. It's not nice position to be in. I've been relegated with the team. I know it's it affects lots of things, not just on the field, lots of things off the field. It's not a nice situation to be in, but the reality is the competition is made up that way, and if Widnes do lose and do go down, I'm sure they'll rebuild and they'll be better for that experience. But they have to win this game, don't they? They have to beat us, otherwise it's not great news for them. So they'll be going 100% to beat Halifax, and we'll also be doing the same because we don't want to finish on the bottom of that table. I can't recall the last time we beat a Super League team. So that'll be our motivation this week. Forget about where they are, the personnel, whatever, the club. It's about getting 2 points and not finish on the bottom of this competition. And to be fair, if we win 3 games, you never know where we might end up.
Fingers crossed. Scott Morrell and Simon Griggs both fit. How important is that going into this weekend?
Well, Scott's not fit, but that doesn't mean he won't play or put his hand up to play.
Okay.
Yeah, Scott's. He thought he broke his hand. We think it was dislocated and it's done some damage to his ligaments. So, but he can play with a painkiller injection. He's told me that's what he'll be doing this week. So we'll assess that. We're not going to use him if we don't need to. We're not going to make sure he's going to have to catch the ball and tackle.
Right.
He's going to have to make sure he can add value to the team. We didn't do too badly without him in that second half. I thought people stepped up. I thought Jacob Fairbank his leadership was great with the team. Dan Fleming, Chester Butler, James Woodburn, and Will Sharp going to fullback. So lots of competition, which is good. Yeah, add in a couple of players to the squad. So we'll see. It's opportunity. This week is just about us enjoying what we're going to do. Being on Sky Sports, we're usually pretty good on the TV, and we've already come up with a fantastic game plan for this week. The players are 100% behind what we're going to do.
You mentioned Woodburn and Will Sharp, obviously Kieran Moss back in the squad as well. Plenty of options to choose from, sort of nice headaches going into this weekend. Yeah,
there is. Yeah, and we're not 100% on the team as yet. We want to see them train tonight and tomorrow. We'll train on a 3G surface this evening to give us the best preparation, similar to Widnes. And then we'll have another session tomorrow evening. Part-time lads, they'll be at work all week. They'll be coming in here and we'll be having some fun for a couple of hours, and then we'll send them off home and get them back again tomorrow. That's what we do. Widnes will probably be resting and recovering at this moment in time, and will have already trained and know exactly what they're going to do to Halifax. But it's about your attitude on the day. It's not about full-time, part-time finances. It's about who wants it the most, and hopefully that'll be us.
And I know we spoke about it just on the phone, earlier this week about the nominations. Obviously yourself nominated for Coach of the Year, Scott for Player of the Year, and Brandon Moore for Young Player of the Year. Proud achievements for yourself and the other two.
It's good for the club to have a nominee in each category, which is good. I know Toulouse have got a couple in there, but for a club like Halifax, to be recognised is great. It's a great. The accolade for me is down to the players. It's down to what they've done this year. Scott's been really good. He's been key at key times in the season. He's had some really good games for us, and Brandon, he's been outstanding. He was up there last year. Probably thought he should have got it last year, but I think he was up against Atkin, who had a good season at Swinton. Then went on to sign at Hull KR. Yeah.
Just in terms of a lot of talk in the media this week. Obviously, there's a big meeting tomorrow around the league structure. Just give us your sort of thoughts and opinions on the proposed changes and that type of thing.
Well, I've read quite a lot about. I think there's a split, isn't there? There's a Super League teams who want one thing, and I think everybody else wants something different. I'll talk about Halifax. Halifax's experience in the middle eights and the qualifying campaign has been great. It's been good for a team like Halifax. It's probably not good for the whole game. If you're looking at some meaningless fixtures around this time of year, it's not great if you're not in the top 4 of the Championship, and it isn't great if you're in the bottom 4 of Super League. But I think it served its purpose. Probably is time for change. I think both competitions can strengthen, add a couple more teams in each, and then probably back to a playoff system, maybe even where the top of the Championship goes up, right, and the bottom one of the Super League comes down, and then a playoff for the second spot I think is good. So, but that probably doesn't solve it's actually two teams going down under that theory. But that'd be, I think that'd be a nice. I've read some good sort of good about cross divisional games, which I think is interesting. We don't want to be too sketchy with it, but we don't want to be playing the same teams over and over again, and we want a clear pathway to get back into the Super League. Certainly Halifax do. Well, we've been there. This one hasn't quite worked out for us because the jump between part-time and full-time is too much. If we got an even distribution for the top 6 of the Championship with the bottom 6 of Super League, well then you'd have a competition then.
Just finally, I know I said finally on that question, but finally, injuries, where are we on Steve Tyrer and a few other players as well?
Yeah, he's coming on well. It'll be unlikely he'll play again this year. He may do. Ed Barber won't. Jordan Bolmison won't. Harry Kidd has been training really well, but I think it'd be a big risk to throw him into one of these games. But he's not far off. He'll be fit at the start of the season. Brandon Douglas has got a calf strain at the moment. He can't play this week. Who else have I missed? Anyone?
You said Danton Gatter.
Oh yeah,
Is there anything serious there?
No, just black eye, bruised cheek.
Right.
But he didn't get concussed or anything like that, so there's none of that. And Simon's passed his head test, and he should be okay this week. He'll add something to us, a bit of experience. Shane Grady's had a knee. He's probably going to need some operation at the end of the year. Shane on the back of his knee. This probably pitch won't help him out either at the weekend, but we'll overcome all of that.
We look forward to it. Richard, thanks for your time, and best of luck on Saturday.
Cheers.